Taking a look at some of our national and international headlines for this Friday morning, September 1st, 2017. We see a story suggesting that the United States encouraged arms sales to ISIS fighters. This in basically a general review of the area in Syria, finding that a number of weapons were missing. When those on the ground questioned it and brought it up the chain to their superiors, they were told in no uncertain terms to simply follow their orders, as the United States was encouraging those arms to be sold to ISIS fighters. The Brexit showdown getting messy as British negotiators have been dismantling the legal basis for the divorce bill, and the EU has basically responded by saying you're going to have to pay double to get out. That's North Korea missile situation here with the possibility of sanctions and whatever else. Analysis, taking a look at it, saying that they basically believe at this point that the North Korean missile launches is because North Korea believes that the United States is getting ready to invade. Meanwhile, China says that any sanctions against the DPRK must be within the framework of the UN Security Council and not just one nation deciding we're going to punish them going forward. This, while, of course, President Trump tweeting out that talking is not the answer and we need to take some kind of military action. That was immediately contradicted by James Mattis, the Secretary of Defense, who basically said, no, we can always talk. A building has collapsed in Mumbai. This is India is continuing to see a lot of storms. In the Ukraine, a Russian reporter has been detained, charged with a crime for basically running a story that Ukraine felt was harmful to their country. This will be my subject of commentary today. Basically, we're seeing journalism being eroded around the globe, and unfortunately, the bigger problem is that the public doesn't seem to care. Another World War II bomb being defused, this one over the weekend in Frankfurt. They are going to be evacuating some 70,000 people. It's one of the blockbuster bombs that Britain dropped on Frankfurt. I was nicknamed that because it could literally destroy an entire block at once. In Houston, the flooding, at this point there's no way to prevent a chemical plant blast or fire. There seems to be something going on there right now. In New Zealand, actually a New Zealand flight in Australia was diverted to Adelaide, and a man was removed because of a mental health issue. It's a growing number of those happening around the world as well. And it looks like a federal judge has blocked the Texas ban on sanctuary cities. This is seen as a blow both to those who are in favor of punishing so-called sanctuary cities and, of course, the Trump administration in general. A scholar says that criticizing Google cost him his job, as more and more people are waking up to the power that Google has. And that's what we've got for right now. Many more stories than we have time for. If you want to hear more about the largest ever near-Earth object coming close to the Earth tonight, if you want to read more about the India satellite launch, if you want to hear more about any of these other stories, check out the website, radiofreespeech.com. I've got links to all of the stories, and I've also got an opportunity for you to become a subscriber and get more news, about 30 to 40 minutes, delivered by audio form directly to your inbox every morning. Once again, that website, radiofreespeech.com.